Hello, children. Welcome to Claytime with Mr. Barnes. Today we're going to make a pumpkin. Now, in my class, remember when you get clay out of that bucket, you have to wedge it first because it's not de-aired, so you need to get most of that air out. And then you're going to get yourself a nice chunk. This is too much, so I'll kind of break that in half. And then I'm going to make that into a nice little ball. So this is just like the start of the pinch pot, but it's a little bit different. So make it nice and round, and then put your thumb in. Okay, so when you're pinching this one though, you're gonna kind of keep your fingers cupped and you're gonna use your thumb and push from the inside. So we wanna keep the hole where your thumb is as small as possible. So just pinch it around, but we're trying to keep the opening at the bottom smaller because it's not gonna be a pinch pot, it's not gonna be a cup or anything. It's just gonna be a little sculpture. Now what'll probably happen, which has happened with me here, is your hole will get too big. So take a stick, and if you just kind of gently paddle it around a few times, don't ever hit it too hard. You can get that you can get that hole to go back and be a little bit smaller, okay? Then you'll set it down on the table and get one of these really flexible ribs, and you're gonna kind of smooth this over. So I'm kind of twisting it on the table. Make sure the edge of your rib is really clean. Okay, once you have a nice round ball, you're gonna take a tool like this. It could really be any stick. Pick a point where the middle is gonna be at the top, and you're just gonna kind of run that stick up to the top. You can make as many little sections as you want. The other thing that I would strongly recommend you do before you even start is get your phone out or your Chromebook and look up pictures of pumpkins and have one in front of you that you're looking at. It'll make sculpting it a lot easier. Now the next part is a little bit trickier. Take your longest finger, which happens to be this one, and you're gonna kind of get in close on this. You're gonna hold it on each side, and you're gonna kind of push from the inside, and you're gonna make each of those sections bulge out a little bit. Okay, I'll show you what this looks like when I get like half of it done. So you can see like this half is already kind of looking more pumpkin-like than this half. Let me finish doing this real quick. If you get little cracks that start to form like that, just smooth them out. And what's probably gonna happen, oh, I got two more, hold on. What's probably gonna happen is those little lines that you made might end up cracking a little bit too, because our clay is a little bit short, but it's still fine. Just take your tool and just go back and kind of smooth those out. and it'll get rid of those little cracks. Okay, so now you can actually kind of go in and push on those lines that you made a little bit, and it'll help articulate those little sections. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, now here's what's gonna make it really look like a pumpkin. Oh, nice. Okay, then we're gonna make a little stem. Can you pass me that water? Thanks, bud. Okay, so you're gonna make kind of a little triangle, little cone. Scratch up where the stem is gonna attach. Do just a tiny little bit of water. Oh, just a little bit. Scratch the bottom of your stem. And then kind of gently, just if you kind of twist it back and forth and wiggle and then push down, it should attach pretty well. Then what you can do is just draw those little lines to make it look more like a stem. And then we'll flatten out the top a little bit, make it look like it was broken off. Now, if you really want to kick it up a notch, oh, somebody give me a big sponge. Give me that big sponge behind you. You could add a vine, because they grow on vines, right? So make a long little coil like this and take one of these big sponges that's slightly damp and just roll it on there a little bit, and that makes the coil more damp. And then you're gonna press that in, and then you can coil the vine to look however you want. And you could add some little leaves on there if you wanted to. Now this is about 95% done. What I would do is wait until it's leather hard, and then you can do any touch-up work, finish cleaning up, and if you want to carve a face into it or anything like that, that would be the time to do it once it's leather hard. Okay, am I fully in frame again? Success? All right, now go make your own. All right.